All right, so today's video, we have a gold Sombra who's been hard stuck in gold. Just cannot get past gold 3, stuck in gold, has 1,000 hours in Overwatch, and is now trying to play Sombra to climb. But this is their first time really trying post, the rework Sombra, and they want to know what they're doing wrong. I'm sure this will be a treat. We'll see what happens. Subscribe to the video, or subscribe to the video. I don't know, you know what I mean. Subscribe, the button that's there. Like the video if you haven't. It's video time. I say like the video if you haven't. The video hasn't even started yet. It does. All right, so your initial plan here is to stand up on this high ground. Now, okay, I was gonna say you should already be set up in this kind of scenario already, especially playing Sombra. Like it took you what, about 15 seconds into the game to run around in circles to run back to the Reaper, who, I mean, they did get pinged, which was a good play. Okay. Now, what's the problem you're running into already? Alright. Good job. Good hack on the Reaper. Don't you love when you watch the Kiriko not use their Swift Step, even though it's up? Good usage so far. I mean, so far, outside of, like, your start where you weren't really set up to help, maybe because you got to the point late, like, it's been pretty good so far. I mean, outside of the one time you decided to use your translocator to, like, right in front of a team, but even then it worked out. So far, I'm fine with this. You seem like you're getting the general idea. Hacking the health pack, I mean, chat knows I'm happy when we see the health pack hacked. The other day, someone's like, it's funny because someone's like, why would you even hack the health pack? Yeah, you shouldn't have to. It's like, it's not even about your teammates getting the health pack, it's denying the health pack from them. That's why, and then people are like, oh, well, but like, if nobody uses it. Well, first of all, nobody uses the health packs to begin with. I say nobody, I know there's gonna be people in chat and be like, I use the health pack, but let's be honest here. How often do you watch your teammates just walk by a health pack and they get mad they're not getting healed? And the thing is like, keep in mind, he does play Sombra a lot more. So when he says it's a waste of time, I know what is being referenced there. But sometimes it's really good to deny the health pack for people, especially even in like the top 500 games. I'm telling you right now, whenever I have to go get a health pack, because I play health packs a lot, and that health pack is hacked, it feels, it is not ideal. It doesn't mean that's incorrect, right? I think that's more along the lines of like, if you spend the majority of the game going around hacking health packs, you get what I'm saying? I think that's where that discussion comes into play. It's not like you're going around hacking health packs to keep health packs. I think that is more of what is probably being referenced there. It's more along the lines of keeping a health pack hacked. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, meme. Yeah, I think that's more of like, don't go around the map and just hack every health pack and try to maintain all of the health packs. If you end up at a health pack, it's okay to hack the health pack, but don't make that your main priority. As in, like, don't go around and just play hack the health packs rather than doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more along the lines of what that is. But if you can deny health packs, that's always a good sign. Yeah. Also, you got rolled there because your cooldown usage. But that's just, that was like a small play there. We were just having to talk about health packs anyway. You said you went home in Overwatch and just a losing streak for you? Well, I went 6 and 15 one of the days. You get your wins back, but then the next day we'll go 20 and 5. Huge EMP, and by huge EMP, you saw a soldier ult in front of your face and hit the button. Now, the argument could be that you won the point, but like, this is also why it's very, very important to understand what's happening in the kill feed, because if you don't, you're going to waste your ultimate like that. Because your soldier, when you hack the soldier, yes, it does the damage, and yes, it makes it so they can't sprint anymore, but it doesn't stop the ultimate itself. So if you ult right in front of them like that, if you're going to ult a soldier, go at an angle or something. Go somewhere where they're not going to immediately respond to you doing that. If you go in front of their face, that's how you fall over. Granted, you win the team fights, you can be like, okay, well, that was, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Back to the health pack discussion very quickly. I'll kind of explain it a little bit more here. It's not... Okay, you ready? It is not bad advice on not going around hacking all the health packs. What we're saying is that, let's say that you go down here for a second, right? And you deny this health pack. Not like go around the map and get the health pack. It's, let's say that you end up going here, right? And you have to get this health pack. You might as well hack that health pack while they're there. The amount of times I have gotten rolled because this health pack is hacked, especially when you have to control this part of the map, is really high. what you're not supposed to do is go around the map and be like, okay, I'm hacking this health pack. Okay, I'm going to go into here. I'm going to hack this health pack. I'm going to hack this health pack. I'm going to go all the way around here. I'm going to hack this health pack. Okay, I'm going to go all the way back around here. I'm going to rehack this health pack. Now, what's the problem? Your gameplay loop is now you running around in circles hacking the health pack. But if you end up in this room and you're grabbing a health pack, you hack the health pack. Does that make sense? Because before, different play styles of Sombra was you would just deny all the health packs because you could. Now, with the way Sombra is, you don't want to go and grab every health pack. You said stop pausing, LMAO. But yeah, so like when it comes to the health packs in general, you want to just try to, you know, it's okay to have this health pack hacked, right? I mean, so far, I feel like you've been playing Sombra okay, right? Like right here. See how you're getting that health pack in us? Actually, no, you're not doing that. But now, yeah, there you go. See, like, that's what I mean, though. You see how that play is fine right there with the health pack, right? Now your Ana has that, but you're not making it a priority. That's more of what I'm referencing. Okay, here we go. Good job going for the Mercy here. I really like that play. That is the correct play, especially when you have a Wrecking Ball. Now remember, when you have a Wrecking Ball, you want to work with your ball as much as you can. Even if, like, you're doing your Wrecking Ball, let's say you're both, like, not in voice, or one of you isn't, like, you know, or one of you isn't voice, etc. Just use your ping and kind of give the ball an idea of where you're going with it. Also, look at your HP right now. I know you're getting healed now, but be wary of that when you peak with 28 HP. This is going to be a free EMP play. Uh-oh. EMP 3, 2, 1. Oh, what a nano. Oh, no. Wait a second. This did not go the way I expected this to go. Wow. That was a good EMP. That was a good nano. That was just a good job by the other team, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't necessarily think you played that... Like, chat was talking about the aim. The aim at certain moments has been fine. The problem is that... This is why I always kind of talk about... I have this discussion where... You said buff EMP? I think EMP's in a pretty good spot right now. To give you an idea with the aim there, and this happens to me too, is when you start to have to worry about like 7 more things that are happening in-game, your aim will generally get a little bit worse, right? It happens all the time. You could be having great aim, and then like 7 things happen at once, and it doesn't go as planned, and then you start missing, right? It happens to a lot of players. You'll see it happen in top 500. You'll see it happen in bronze. That's why I always try to tell people the less you have to like think about when you're playing Overwatch, more than likely your aim will get a little bit better because you're able to focus a little bit more on what you want to do more than anything else. You get what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Honestly, you could stay near the card a little bit right now. Wow. Their Moira just went to your backline and got multiple. Good hack, though. That should get the limb. Okay, not bad. Is there something new coming today? Yes, obviously if people watch on YouTube, this patch is already out, but today is the Lunar New Year and the Prop Hunt event. So they have a new Prop Hunt map for anybody who liked the Blizzard World Prop Hunt. I think it's on like Lijiang now. And then obviously like whatever else they're adding with Lunar New Year. I don't know all that stuff, but that will be at 2 p.m. Eastern today. It's currently 9 a.m., so we got 5 hours left. Honestly, like from watching this game as Sombra, like you kind of said you were hard stuck gold 3, and I don't... Outside of a bit of downtime here and there, especially at the beginning of the game, I feel like you've been playing fine. I'll see how the CMP is, but like, I think you're playing just fine. The new Mercy skin today too. Oh yeah, that's today, right? Did Comp CTF? I'm not sure. Probably. It's usually a part of that event, right? Yeah. So he says the change to the ability lockout of VMP was not necessary. You made it so the most infuriating part of the kit was worse to play against. I mean, this is coming from a tank player. I'm okay with the change. I felt like EMP was super weak. It doesn't mean that I love playing against it, but I understand why they made it that way. EMP needed to have more value than it had before. It just wasn't a good ultimate. And I'm fine with it. It allows a little bit of follow-up. I still think Sombra is a little bit easier to follow up on. Yeah, right now this is just, by the way, just watching this game overall, this is turning more of a discussion about Sombra gameplay. I feel like you're playing fine as Sombra. I think at this point it might need more about, like, how do you make Sombra work on second point when they're able to kind of snowball your team as much as they are. And we kind of saw that. You ran around the map. So sometimes that could be hero selection. Sometimes it could be, like, I think it would have been a better option for you to kind of, like, just... Remember that? You know what? I think this is a good moment. And this is something I talk about where, like, stall in the cart can be, like, really good. Remember when you fell all the way back here to kill that Moira? And then you saw the Mei and the Soldier on the cart here? One thing that you could have done is kind of, like, hecked them a little bit when it was around here. And in doing so, that also gets one of them off the cart. Next thing you know, cart only moves to here. And now you don't have the cart all the way up here because your next team fight is happening when it's here. Little things like that, especially when you're playing Sombra, can lead to actually really good results for your team. Instead, they kind of snowball through second after a pretty tough first point for them. So I think finding more value on Sombra for you on a map like Second Point Dorado definitely comes with your cart presence, especially when they're kind of split up and playing all over the place. And, like, having, like, a plan. So, like, if you're going to the cart here, where are you going to, translocate to? Okay, you back up, you throw it over this wall. Maybe that will work. I don't even know. Maybe you end up over here, but you can survive that, and then you're good to go. But anyway, that's something that I noticed on Second Point. You just kind of didn't know what to do. So.
Time for the reckoning.
By the way, just to go back to what we talked about, did you see how there was a lot of things happening on the Sombra screen right there, and they didn't know what they wanted to do? Right? Did you notice that? Like, they didn't know what they wanted to do, so they ended up just, like, having, like, their aim ended up, like, turning into, like, a... I don't even know how to explain it. Going all over the place. By the way, this is what I was talking about earlier. You see that play you just made? Like, you see that play you just made right there on the Soldier? That was good. Granted, they were playing aggressive, so they got you, but that's kind of what I was referencing on second. That is what I was referencing. Now, granted, your teammates didn't have the map control for you, so at that point, it's going to be a little bit on your team having that map control. I would go for the EMP here. You can't give them any more value. Nice job. Good EMP. Really good EMP. Now, in this situation, I do want you to... I think something that's going to help you improve a little bit is I want you to start to focus a little bit more on what you're going for. So if you want to get the Mercy, don't switch to, like, 7 different targets. If you want to get the Soldier, don't switch to that. You can start to do that a little bit more, but I want you to prioritize one target, and I think already that will help you a ton. You kind of do this thing where if there's 4 people in front of you, you end up doing 8 damage to all of them. Like, this is good. This is a good play. Only focus on the Soldier. You get the Elim. Now you can get out of there. Nice job. See? Good play. And you get the point. That was wonderful. Nice job. That's exactly how you want to do that. I'm happy with that. That was a good play. Oh, hi, buddy. Where'd you come from? So more of what you just did there, rather than oh, they're all in front of me, let me try to, like, just do a bunch of damage to all of them at once. Sombra's very good at, like, that 1v1 solo playstyle, and you're able to isolate targets and, like, get targets a lot quicker than you think you'll be able to get them. Like, you might think, like, oh, they're gonna, like... Sombra can do a lot of damage, and a lot of damage quickly. Keep in mind, I say a lot of damage to an individual... Okay, when I say does a lot of damage, I'm not saying you're going to hit tab and see 20,000 damage. I'm talking about, like, a really quick tab on that one, right? Like, I mean, a really quick damage. Sometimes people will have this thing where they'll hit tab, they'll see their Sombra has 10,000 less damage in them, and think their Sombra's doing nothing. When in reality, that Sombra's doing a ton because they're generally getting most of the limbs really quickly. So what's gonna give you more damage? A bunch of, like, poke damage across the map, or 200 damage immediately to a target who falls over? You can only do 200 damage at that point, right? If you're shooting at somebody across the map on Soldier 76 and you're on their tank the whole time and you do 2,000 damage to them but don't get in the limb, both are finding value somewhere, but the damage numbers won't line up that way, right? It won't show that. Same thing with, like, Wrecking Ball. It's like the almost like the perceived value, I call it. So there you go. Good start for your team. Be careful here. You're in a small hallway. I would just go that way. Good job. Nice. They might still see you. I mean, that's a different story, Void. Cooldowns. Be careful of that. There's this thing on Sombra where, like, and this goes for any hero, where you get in the limb and then you want to go in and keep that aggression going. But the worst thing that you can do right there is just go right into their teammates right away and then get rolled. You get what I'm saying? So, just give it time. You especially in, like, 5v4s, you have time to not just waste your cooldowns.
Hope everyone is having fun watching stream. Emongg blankies, emongg blankies, emongg blankies.
Mickey, thanks for the 8 months of the Thank you, appreciate it. What are we watching? We're just watching a gold Sombra. Walking through. They know you're there. Now they're going to see you do this, so you got to be careful. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good luck to you. All right, you got out of there pretty quickly, and you're good. Yeah. That health pack is looking pretty good, bottom left. Okay, you got healed. I do think sometimes you don't prioritize your HP, and you're getting away with the play sometimes. Like, it's like you're getting away with the play, but it's not ideal. Hack the health pack because it was just used. That will give you the cooldown. Remember, health pack, when you hack a health pack, it also increases how quickly the health pack comes back. When's the next season? I think exactly 2 weeks from now. I want to say. Don't be afraid to EMP this fight. When that Moira fades out, ooh, this is tough because your HP is...
Did I scare you?
Oh, no! Oh, the 1v1. Yeah, jumping is something that, like, I tell players it's not priority. I mean, it's not ideal, excuse me. But I still hit my jump button all the time. I just like hitting my buttons. I don't suggest it, and if you watch me, you'll see that I jump a lot just because, like, I like hitting buttons. I just do. Nice job. I think the major problem you're running into is... By the way, I want to point something out right there because you can see what I was talking about. That's a Junkrat trap. I'm going to pause very quickly. Do you notice how you were trying to kill both the Moira and the Junkrat? Do you see that? What was the problem? Who's my favorite DPS at the moment? I like playing a lot of different stuff. So, you try to kill 2 different targets. You would have easily gotten the Moira if you just focused on the Moira, but then you're like, oh, there's a Junkrat here too. Let me do damage to the Junkrat. What happened? The Moira survives, the Junkrat survives, you're back in spawn. That's what I'm referencing. Those 1v1s is where Sombra really shines. Trying to get all your damage output on 3 targets at once as Sombra is not going to be ideal. It's just not going to be ideal at all. Also, for example, I'm okay with not hacking that health pack because at that point, like, you're not really... Okay, one target only. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that's it. You know what? I don't even mind the idea there, but you just got rolled. That was unlucky. That was one of those, oh, this is going to be amazing, that turned into, uh-oh. You said what day on 2 weeks? 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. Hack the ult if you can. Good hack in the ult. EMP, but I mean, this might be tough for your team. Also, one thing that you're doing, and this is, it's obviously going to be up for like, oh, your team just got rolled and they get the point. All right, well, I think you would have lost that, but just for like, for fun, we're going to play the song. Does that sound good? I think your team could have at least had an opportunity to win that because you had the numbers. So, you know what? Why not, right? They could have easily touched the point there. That was tough. That was tough. So yeah, going back to what we noticed, I think your biggest issue is you said you don't know what you want to do on Sombra. And that's why I was going back to like 2 things I noticed. One, I think you really need to start committing to the 1v1. And when I say 1v1, it's not like go find 1v1s. It's like if you're on a target, go for that target. If you at any point try to go for multiple targets at once, you're probably going to get rolled. And that's what happened to you a lot of the time. And I find that like, when you were in the 1v1s, your aim would be fine, but then the moment you saw anybody else, you started to go back and forth with your aim. And I think if you just kind of focus on one target, you'll be in a good spot with that. Number 2, and this is a smaller note. Sometimes you would try to engage into the middle of the team with your EMP, it's okay to EMP and engage out now. Sometimes, not all the time, but like it's a lot easier to follow up on a Sombra now when you just go into the team, just because it's just the way that Sombra is now. It's a little bit easier to follow up on the Sombra limb. So just be wary that like the way that you play Sombra now has changed like a lot with the play style, because you don't just put your translocator into like a random hallway and then just hide in like a corner, right? Or put it in a corner and then just stay there. You don't do that much anymore, right? So I think that be wary of that, but I think as long as you're willing to stay consistent to a target, you'll be fine. But that was your major issue there that I saw, and at least from everything that I noticed. Outside of that, it was a little bit tough, but yeah. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes. We have a bunch of awesome videos on there. As I was saying, the third channel, the More Emongg channel, has a lot of ranked games on there too if you like ranked. If you want to submit your own spectator, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you do that. We record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat right below the webcam. There's a lot of fun here. Stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.